So I'm kind of having an epiphany while making this video. I'm kind of realizing that I don't really like critiquing movies. So I love making movies. I kind of reached a fork in the road. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been in here doing the show, the videos on YouTube. Yeah, I started doing Instagram videos. I'm fronting that I'm like a boomer. Well, I'm too old for that garbage.
I'm getting too old for this.
But like, let's be real, it's kind of fun. What's up, everybody? It's Hammy the Boy, and today I am drinking out of a mustache. Yeah, it's a mustache. I don't know what else to tell you. A lot's been going on lately. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the details, make sure to hit that like button. For every like that I get, I will give half a like to another YouTube channel. Yeah, you give me a like and I'll give half a like to somebody else. Even if that video is like Gangnam Style or something. I don't know. Thank you for your contribution. Just to give you guys a couple of updates, I have a new camera set up because the one that I had before broke. When I first started doing this, I was like, oh, I gotta go all out. One thing I did get was a GoPro that I'm now using. I just started using my phone, but what happened was the stand that I had been using for my phone broke. It was just cheapo plastic, so I spent quite a bit of money on this GoPro, and I figured, well, if ever there was a time to learn how to use it, it's probably now. It's actually pretty convenient. I'll show you guys. Wave. Overall, this has just been like a learning process. I don't necessarily know what I'm doing step by step. I know where I'm going, and so that's what everything's a learning process. Just trying to figure everything out, and that's kind of the life of entrepreneurship. It's a lot like being in a dark tunnel and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You can see the light, so you know where you're going, but before you get there, you might not know like what kind of obstacles are in your way on the ground that you kind of have to like step over, trip over. So, it's definitely a difficult path, but it's definitely worthwhile. With that being said, thanks for joining me on the path to success. Let me update you guys a little bit on what's been going on. The more that I learn about entrepreneurship, the more I learn about myself and like the things that I need to improve on. For those of you who don't know, I quit my job about 8 months ago so that I could pursue entrepreneurship. But at the same time, I also am a writer. I've been really, really passionate about writing and movie making for a really long time. Art is so subjective. I like movies, so I want to get on here and I want to talk about movies, and I'm trying to find my niche. I'm trying to find who I am as a person online. I know who I am in real life, but like, who am I online? Who am I to people who are watching my channel? That's the question I've been asking myself. I love making movies, though. I don't really like critiquing movies, so I kind of reached a fork in the road, and I think instead of doing movies, I'll talk more or less about entrepreneurship. The few of you who are subscribed to me, be patient with me while I'm trying to figure out my niche. I kind of want to use this YouTube channel to show and document my path to success so that you guys can follow it too.
You know it's true. Everything I do, please don't do this. I do it for you.
When I first started this channel, I didn't have money. I didn't have a job. Since then, still have no job. I have even less money, and every day is a new lesson. So one major thing that I learned was that it is important to have a good source of income. When I first started my journey to success, I knew that I wanted to be on YouTube and like create an online presence, more or less. I knew that I wanted to write stories and make books, and I knew that I wanted to be a business owner, to own businesses so that maybe I could make some money and then start producing movies myself. I saved up a bunch of money. I quit my job. Like, I didn't create a source of income for myself in that 6 months. I'm not making money off of YouTube. I'm not making money off of the podcast. Although it was, you know, it was good for me to quit my job at the time. Now it's good for me to go out and get a job, and that's what I'm working on right now, is trying to get a job. In the meantime, I have several sources of, you know, little income that are helping me skate by. And you know, that's what I need for now, is just to skate by. So although at first I thought it was important that I
Just do it!
just quit my job,
Just do it!
you know, leave that behind and start working on what I'm passionate about and what I really want to do. It was a great idea. At the time, it was great. And then later I learned, oh, well, I still need a source of income. Even if it means that you have to sacrifice your time, it's still very important to have a source of income, because if you don't have a source of income, how are you going to fund anything you want to do? Another thing that I learned is to live well below your means. I used to live above my means. I would just get all this stuff and I'd be like, well, because I can afford it. I can afford it. If you can live below those means, it's easier for you to save up. At first, I wasn't doing that great, and it's a big shift. You know, maybe you're living in a place right now that you're like, oh, well, I can afford it. Plus you've got a car payment, plus you've got groceries, plus this, plus that. But maybe try looking for something that's like well below your means, because then you have so much extra money. And you can take that money and
invest in yourself.
At the beginning of the year, I made a goal for myself that I was going to be a millionaire by the end of the year.
That, my friends, is my New Year's resolution.
With everything that I've got, I'm going to go into this and try to become a millionaire. More than try, I'm going to do everything in my power to become a millionaire. I don't know if I'm going to be a millionaire by the end of the year. I just don't know. Honestly, I doubt in myself a lot. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense that I could be a millionaire by the end of this year. Here's the catch. I've been reading Think and Grow Rich and a lot of other books to try and help myself get into the right mindset. I've been watching lots of videos on YouTube of millionaires who go on YouTube and they explain, you know, what they did to make millions of dollars. And one very important thing is that they have a mentality that's, I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm not gonna doubt myself. I'm going to believe in myself every step of the way. And that's pretty hard to do. To tell yourself right now, I'm gonna be a millionaire. That's pretty difficult to do. You know, try it. Try it on your own time. Try telling yourself and actually believing that you are going to be a millionaire by the end of this year. It doesn't seem plausible. It doesn't make any sense. It's kind of cringy if you think about it. Like, when I first said it to myself, I was like... But the point is, I'm never going to say ever again that I doubt myself. It's not plausible. I just don't know if I can do it.
And it starts right now.
From now on, I'm going to convince myself I'm going to be a millionaire by the end of the year. I'm not going to doubt in myself. I'm going to have faith in myself and my ability to make millions of dollars by the end of the year. I have a very specific list of things that I want to see happen by the end of the year, and I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to do the very best that I can. The lesson that I've learned is that the first step, the most important step in being successful, is relationships. When you stay inside and work on your computer all day, when you play video games and watch movies all day, whatever it is that you're doing that's keeping you inside, you kind of lose the ability to go out and meet people. But something that I learned is that if you want to make money, if you want to be successful, you need people. You need people to help you. You need people to care about you. And if you want people to help you and care about you, you need to care about other people. You need to help other people. You need to go out and meet people and genuinely care about them. I mean, as far as writing goes, as far as entrepreneurship goes, the best first step is to get out of your comfort zone and go and meet new people. You know, the more I think about this, the more I think that it was a good step. So I'm kind of having an epiphany while making this video. I'm kind of realizing that, like, people always suggest when people are telling you, like, hey, you know, chase your dreams. What's the first step? Oh, well, just go for it. Just go for it.
Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
If you would have asked me just like 60 seconds ago what I thought was the best first step, I would have told you exactly that. I would have told you that, going out and meeting people, making relationships, that's the best first step. But what I realized was that when I quit my job and I just went for it, it was like the beginning of a marathon and they shot the gun and I just took off running. I was just like, I'm just gonna go. And, later I realized, well, maybe it wasn't the best idea that I just ran for it, because I'm not trained. I'm not prepared to do any of this. But what I realized was that I didn't know that I wasn't prepared. Before I thought, well, I better prepare for this. But I didn't know how to prepare. I thought I knew how to prepare. I thought I'd seen lots of different videos and read different books about how to prepare yourself for entrepreneurship, how to prepare yourself for, that journey to success. But everybody said, well, just go for it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to prepare myself for this, and then I'm going to quit my job, and then I'm just going to go for it. But what happened was I saved up a bunch of money, and I was in the process of saving up some money. I really, really, really messed up my back. I talked to my boss on the phone. I was like, I don't think I'll be able to come back into work again. Like, I didn't even get to say goodbye to, like, anybody. And so I figured, well, I mean, we have the money. Yeah, we could have saved up some more money, but, let's just do it. As I kept going, I learned, well, maybe I should have done this differently, or I definitely should have done this differently, or I could have prepared by doing this or that. It's been a learning experience, and I've learned so much, not just life lessons, but I've also learned, how to edit YouTube videos. I've learned how to use Instagram. I didn't know how to use Instagram before. I just didn't really care. Speaking of which, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm at Hammy the Boy. Go check out my dumb videos. They're super dumb. I've also learned how to use TikTok. Don't go watch those videos, please. This video was going to be about how relationships are, the key to success. But in making the video, I kind of changed my mind. I thought, although that is a very, very important second step, there's kind of like a prequel step. And that prequel step is just going out and doing it. Just do it.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Nothing is impossible!
If you're afraid to follow your dreams, if you're afraid to quit your job, if you're afraid to do stuff, just go out and do it. You'll figure it out along the way. It's kind of like the bird that leaves the nest. Maybe it doesn't feel like it's ready to fly, but, as soon as that mama bird kicks him out of the nest, he'll learn to fly. He will learn to fly. And that's what happened to me, is that, maybe I'm not a pro at flying yet. Maybe I still don't even know what I'm doing as far as flying goes. But I'm learning, and I'm desperate to learn. I got rid of my job, and I burned my boats. That's, I guess, the most important lesson that I've learned, and I wanted to share that with you guys, and I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for sticking around this long. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it might be a long one. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what kind of what kind of experiences you guys are facing on your own path to success. What kind of lessons are you guys learning? Because I learn from you guys as well. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Movies All Day Podcast. We're not making any new videos, but it is still kind of a stupid, dumb, kind of funny podcast. So go check that out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me on my journey to success, and we'll see you all next time. What?